farmers, welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. Contracts for harvesting still going on. We are still in day 2 of summer, year number 3. I think we're in year number 3. That's got to be correct. Upper right hand corner, can you see the cash that we have? That is all from contracts, selling bales, and we got more cash coming in today, which means we're also going to be spending some cash as well. This is the second to last field that we got to harvest. Frank Jr. is in the combine harvester. He's just got canola in this field to harvest. We're in field number 10 in southern Griffin, Indiana. And I think we got like field number 12-ish, something like that. Yeah, field number 12 right here we got to harvest. And then we'll be done with all the harvesting contracts. As for contracts, I still got a whole bunch of contracts here to go over, but we're going to go over that in just a second. Let's go to financially so you can see what's been going on today. I think when we ended last episode, we had like 11 grand in the bank account. Property income, that's our greenhouses, of course. Sold bales, $265,000 in sold bales from all the harvesting contracts we've been doing. Harvest income, that's from, of course, when you finish a contract and you're unloading. I try to stop as soon as I can, but that's not too bad. I've only made $1,600, so I've been pretty quick with the trigger there. What do we got here? I thought it said biogas. That's contract income for $210,156 right there. Wage payment, that is coming from the Deutzfahrer from baling on Follow Me. We pay that worker there, so some worker fees there. But overall today, we've so far brought in $481,660. But we got a whole bunch more cash still to come in. Soybeans. Yeah, we got to sell our soybeans. We got 155,000 liters of soybeans to sell. And the price got up to, at the Posey Country Co-op, up to $12.39. We will be selling that. But the first thing we're really going to get into, while we're waiting for these contracts to get done, we're buying ourselves some equipment. First thing we got to do is baling equipment. Where's baling equipment? Silage wrapper. Make sure I get the modded one here because that's the one I got modded. This one's made by Stevie, but then again, I upgraded the wrapping so it wraps a little bit faster. The main color, do I want to keep it red? I don't know. I've never been a fan of red. I mean, I don't mind it. If we can tone it down a bit. Yeah, we'll go, is that the class? No, it's the Fent. That's the Fent red. All right, so we can kind of tone it down there, and I'm fine with that. The rim color, I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, I could go orange, but no, we're not going to do that. That's fine. And the foil color, do I want black? What color foil do we want? We want to go yellow. Yellow will stick out like a sore thumb so I can see them better. So will blue. Let's go with blue. Why not blue? So this is going to cost us $55,800, but that is what it is. Because we changed the foil color and the main color, so that adds a little bit of extra fees to it, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and buy that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into large tractors, and now we're going to buy our third tractor. This is on the Giants Mod Hub. I've had this downloaded since we started this series. I've been waiting to get into it, but it's the STX Case Steiger, or Steger. Some people pronounce it Steiger, some pronounce it Steger. Okay, so configuration here. We're going to put some weights in the front. We're gonna weigh this down quite a bit. There's no front point linkage on this. I do know that, so it is what it is. I want the duals with the weights here. Where are those? Not narrowed. Where are they? Nope. There we go. I had them right there. The dualies with the weights on them. So there we go. Factory new. We're going to stick with Michelin tires, I think. Extremities, we're going to go with the USA because we are in the USA. As for hitches in the back, definitely going to go ahead and get the 3-point linkage because depending on what we're doing, we're going to need it. And the last thing we're going to need, well, GPS, yes. Global positioning system, yes. So I think this is just for looks, the FM 750 guidance, but this is a GPS mod. So $15,000 for that. And the last thing we want to do, this is going to cost us because we're going to go for $150,000 for the tractor. Boom, right on up to a 535 horsepower engine. And that does change the paint scheme. It goes from gold on the hood to non-gold, if you will. But yeah, we're getting... How much does it cost us for that? $300. That's fine. But that's what we're getting. So 535. Geez, 535 horsepower is what we're getting. Max speed is 24. It's going to cost us just under 300 grand for this. But this tractor is going to be our seed demon. This was going to be our planter. And pretty soon here, we're going to be doing something else with it. So let's go ahead and purchase that. So there goes a lot of our cash right there. But I'm fine with that. Now, it still brings us only down to 123. But we got a lot more to buy today, I do believe. So let's go ahead and get right into our new tractor. No, we don't have the case quad. This is leased equipment. I wanted to lease this cultivator here. Case Steger, or Steiger, however you want to pronounce it. On the inside, not too bad. Looking around, can I open up any of the windows and stuff? Not sure what that does here. Is it the door over here? Ah, it's the door. It's the driver door. My pedals are acting up a little bit today. That's fine. No worries. All right, let's get back out of the cab. Oh, she does sound beefy. Oh, there goes your fence. Sorry, store. I think you can afford it. I just spent like 350 grand, but we're not even done today. We're not even done. Am I close enough to hitch that up? So this is a lease plow from one of the contracting jobs. So let's go into contracting jobs and see what we got left for contracting jobs. I took all the baling contract jobs because I want to get that silage wrapper repaid for. So we're going to get paid like $9,000, $7,500, and almost 18 grand for the baling contracts. All right, so I got to do some cultivating jobs. Field 11 and 17. Well, I know where field 11 is, so let's go over and we're going to do field 11 cultivating in the new case tractor that we own. I am thinking, though, we're going to need a fourth tractor. The reason being, when it comes to fertilizing, if the Deutz-Fahr is busy doing something else, the Ford is supposed to be just back at the... Sorry, I'm just thinking for a second how to get to field 11. I don't think I can cut across. But yeah, the Ford's supposed to be staying back at the cow shed, taking care of the cows. The Deutz-Fahr is 750 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower for taking care of fertilizing a field. And this tractor here probably is a little bit too big for fertilizing as well. Oh, hit the light post. Can I actually sneak in here? I am not going to sneak in. Oh, I'm kind of in trouble now, aren't I? Yes, we are. There we go. Now, the only thing about this tractor is it's articulated in the center, so it's going to take a second to get used to. Alright, I can't get through there without knocking out the stop sign, or apparently hitting trees. We'll have to keep this in mind for the future, because our seeder is going to be just as big. All I want to do is cultivate field 11. That's all we want to do here. Alright, give me some room by the trees. Am I going to sneak through here or am I going to clip? No, we're going to... No, we're through. We are through. Alright. Can we... Let's unfold this thing. I do believe this is a 24-meter wide cultivator. And we'll be able to cultivate at 9 miles an hour. I thought about buying a cultivator for the farm. We probably will. But just not this year. The next purchases we're going to do, and it probably will be today, but we'll have to borrow some cash for that, is the seed tank and, of course, the drill. So eventually we'll get Frank in this tractor and do the other cultivating jobs. The other one's like field 17. So to borrow this cultivator, I'm going to lose a little bit of money on one of the contracts, but you know what? We're going to make a little bit of money as well. And that's the whole name of the game of day number 2 of summer here, and year number 3, making the cash, almost $500,000. And like I said, we got to sell the soybeans here pretty darn soon as well. I'm waiting to get done with the canola harvesting so I can take the trailer up to the farm, to the silo, and yeah, like I said, 155,000 liters, selling at 1,200, so maybe 175 grand we'll get from selling the soybeans. And that's kind of like where we stand for today. The other thing we'll be doing is I already have the Deutz-Fahr up by the grass fields, and we're going to mow some grass and then eventually wrap them on up And now it will take 2 days for the bales to switch over to silage before I can deliver them to wherever they got to go. So I won't be able to collect on those contracts for a couple days, but when I do, there'll be some more money, some more income coming in. Now, what I need to do today, let me just double check. I think I need to harvest, where are we here? Soybeans. I can plant soybeans until the 4th day of summer. So what our plan is, because we have a wheat field of our own still to harvest. But what I want to do is replant soybeans in that field this year and harvest them this year. And that way when, you know, like the end of fall comes, we can replant some cereal crop back in it for next season. Trying to get 2 harvests in a year on our one field. So kind of a spending spree today, if you will. Already, I mean, spent 300 grand on a tractor that, you know, we definitely needed. Like I said, this will be taking care of our seeding. Now, as you saw, this is 535 horsepower for this thing. And the planter doesn't take as much horsepower, but the drill takes like 525 horsepower, I think. So it's kind of marginal, but since it's all flat land around here, I think we're going to be okay. I think for the most part, okay. But when I saw this on the mod hub, I know a couple of people said, you know, can you use some, like, you know, a little bit older tractors and tractors you haven't used before? And I thought, yeah, sure, why not? We can do that. And I saw this on the mod hub, and here we are. Lifting the wheels up. Now, I think this cultivator does require 500 horsepower, so I'm getting kind of a good idea of what it's going to be. We're not really losing. It should be able to cultivate at 9 miles an hour, and we're at 8. So overall, not too bad. I think going with the dualies with the weights on them, just to get better traction. Of course, we got 900 kilograms on the. I think it's 900 kilograms on the front, correct? Should be. Now, I'm pretty sure what I want to do is when we do the cultivating jobs and I collect on the contracts, I don't want to collect on the one, obviously, that I'm leasing this cultivator on. Because once I get done all the harvesting, I'm going to refresh the contracts. We got a lot of fields, of course, that have been harvested. Sorry, dude, about your fence. Probably going to get some more contracts for cultivating. There are some contracts out there for plowing. Just was not interested in doing any plowing contracts. But this is kind of the equipment we're going to have on our farm. We're going to have all the big stuff. I know we only got one field that we're really working right now, but eventually we'll have multiple fields, probably merge some fields together. And I think this Steiger case tractor is going to work out rather well for us. Articulated equipment. When it comes to, you get used to driving this a regular tractor and it doesn't, you know, articulate that much. Well, it doesn't articulate at all. And then you get an articulated tractor like this one here, and it just drives just a little bit different. So it just takes a while to get used to how much you got to actually turn everything to get to where you need to be. But once I get a headland done here, it should be kind of golden. Actually, probably get 2 headlands done. And then, like I said, we're going to go up and grab our Deutzfahr, or Deutzfahr is ready to go. I got the mowers on the front, and I got the baler on the back. And we're going to put it into a swath and bale up the grass right away because we want it for silage. The other thing that you might be wondering is, in the last episode I was talking about hopefully we can get all the harvesting done today because they were forecasting rain for the afternoon. I checked the forecast again, and now there is no rain showing in the forecast. So we're doing pretty good. That is lifting up the wheels right off the ground when I turn that sharp. So this is about as big as the drill is going to be. I think the drill is actually like 23.5 meters, and this is like 24 meters. So you can get a rough idea of how big our drill is going to be. And of course, the reason why I want to buy the drill and the seed tanker today, or today-ish, all these fields are harvested, they're going to want them seeded. Now I want to seed them so we can go ahead and get paid from that, and then of course fertilizing. Speaking of seeding fields, if you remember also last episode, I was a little upset because we never got the contract for field number 9 to harvest it. And also there was like 2 other fields in the south we didn't get for, like field 19 or whatever. Field number 9, they've already seeded the field as well. So I didn't get the contract for harvesting it or seeding it. I did get a contract though for fertilizing it. For like, was it like 45 grand to fertilize it? That is where our Ford tractor is right now, sitting down there with our Bridle spreader. So yeah, more money will be coming in for contracts, and I'm gonna try to do them all. But this is good so far today. Like, we bought the tractor and the baling wrapper, and I haven't had to borrow any money on the loan. We're sitting at like $1.25 million left on the loan, which is not too bad, and I still got $123,000 in the bank account. Now the seed tank, the John Deere seed tank, and the drill, I think it's going to cost us right around 600 grand for that. And I think Frank Jr. is done harvesting field number 10. Because I know he's not full of canola, because I emptied him out when he was halfway through, and it wasn't even full then, so he should be good to go. Also, fields number 27, 28, which is in the northeast, that was the field we took a contract out on and went to harvest it. It wouldn't allow me to harvest it, so we canceled that contract. The contract came back up. I took it again, went back over, still wouldn't let me harvest it. So, and I had the same problem with field number 27, which is right next to us. I'm not really sure what's going on with those contracts there at all. I am liking the looks of this tractor. I mean, even though I just said red is not my color, I think the red and the gold is what's doing it for me. I thought I raised up the cultivator. Apparently I did not. So moving some equipment around, we have gotten to this point, and a little bit of an issue, but not a big deal. We kind of already talked about it anyways. So yeah, Frank Jr. got done harvesting field number 10 behind us with canola. And I brought him up to field number 12, which was a small field, which I was going to harvest, and it wouldn't let me harvest it. It said I didn't have access to the land. Double checked the contracts, and it showed I had the contract for field number 12 for canola. You know, it was only going to pay me like $1,800. I don't say only pay me $1,800. Every little dollar counts in the beginning. So we had to cancel that contract, and now I got the 10T sitting at our wheat field ready to get to work at some point. So all the harvesting contracts are done. Our dirty Peterbilt down there with the trailer is sitting with the canola. I got to bring that to the Posey Co-op and finish the delivery for field number 10, and then I can collect on that contract. We are just about done cultivating field number 11 with our new case steer tractor, and it says the contract is done, but I'm going to finish it because I feel like finishing it. That's why. Plus, we get to ride our tractor just a little bit more. But we're gonna get Frank is gonna take over this tractor. He's gonna go over to field number 17 and cultivate that field. Now, I'm not gonna collect on this contract here because I believe this field here is the one, at least the case quad and this cultivator. Field number 17, which I thought was a bigger field, was actually, they gave me like an 8R John Deere and a smaller cultivator, and I'm like, and it was more to lease that equipment than it was this one on the contract. So this cultivator here, along with the quad track, I think I got like $2,700 less on the contract, and with the 8R and the smaller cultivator, I think there was going to take out $3,800 on the contract. So I'm like, I'll take the bigger cultivator, please, and yeah. So let's just refresh my memory. Field number 11, yeah, lease cost $2,800. So I don't want to collect on this. We are going to go to field 17. Where's field 26? Is that over here-ish? I got to cultivate that field, so it won't take us long to cultivate that one. But we're going to get Frank over in field number 17 to cultivate that field. Hopefully he has no problem. Then we're going to jump over to the Peterbilt, and we're going to go deliver that canola, and any leftover canola we're going to take up to our silo, which we will fill up with soybean. And I got, well, two trips 2 trips to sell there, and like I said, hopefully like 175-ish to 200 grand we should get from that. And that will get us awfully close to being able to buy the seed tanker without having to borrow any cash. And then once we get done with delivering the soybeans, then we're going to hop into the Deutz and cut some grass and bale it on up. Now we do have the baler, the mowers. It should put it into a swath, but we shall see. It should. If I remember the mod correctly, it should, but we'll see there. And we're going to mow all the fields, and then I'll come down, get the wrapper, and then wrap them on them up. And of course, like anything with extra silage bales, we'll get to keep the extra. Can I squeeze through here? I can. The one thing I will say about Griffin, Indiana, I am loving the map. The roads, though, are just a little bit narrow for the equipment that I'm using for it. So, taking up the whole road. May have to turn the traffic off. I like leaving the traffic on for, you know, just the full effect here. Alright, so we're rolling it over to here. This is field number 17. And the reason why we don't, you know, we pay some workers and not others, like Frank and Frank Jr. don't get paid, because, you know, we pretty much give them a house to live in, so. Alright, let's go ahead and unfold this. Let's get past that sign a little bit, so we don't knock over the sign. I knock over enough signs as it is, so let's not do that. I think I'm going to have him do 2 headlands, just because this thing probably needs a lot of space to turn around in. Alright, so field number 17. It may not even do 2 headlands because of this little corner down here by the railroad tracks. It may recalculate to 1 headland. No, it's going to do 2 headlands, and then it's going to do it at a diagonal. That's kind of interesting. Okay, it is what it is. And then, of course, we're going to start at the first waypoint. Is that close enough? You're not going to rotate around, are you? No, you're not. All right, Frank, good luck with that. Let's teleport to... Well, yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Here we go. Where are we facing here? All right, I got it. I don't think it's going to take that much to finish the contract on field number 10 on the delivery. I didn't check the price of canola. I think canola is early winter, right? Canola. Yeah, early winter. So this is going to go right into storage. Right into our silo. Sounds like the livestock market has more cattle, some more cows for us. Which we are up to 63 cattle, moo cows. 1 male, and that male is getting kind of hefty, so may go ahead and sell him here in the near future. I think somewhere around 1,200 pounds is a good selling point for the male cow. Keep my eye on the upper right hand corner for the contract to be complete. And once it's complete, it'll be start selling canola. I don't want to sell it for the price they're offering for sure. Come on, complete. I want to be able to... Now, I didn't do many canola harvest contracts. There we go. So, getting that much canola is nice. Let's go to contracts. No, almost completed field number 11, cultivating. That would have really sucked. Harvesting, field number 10 for almost 20 grand. Collect on that. Thank you very much. So, just shy of 51,000 liters of canola. And I didn't harvest many canola fields. So that's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Alright, time to go up to a silo, dump this in. I'm going to grab the soybeans, and where am I going with the soybeans here? If I can get to the right page, soybeans. Right back where we just came from, the Posey Co-op. The other thing I will say about this main street, and I do it often enough, especially when cars are coming, yeah, you can clip these sidewalks just right, and they'll bounce your whatever clips on it, either the truck, trailer, or whatever. It'll bounce around quite a bit. Anywho, first load of soybeans coming up. I'll meet you back at the silo, and we're going to sell a full trailer load. Don't think I should be rolling down Main Street of Griffin, Indiana with 120,000 liters of soybeans at 50 miles an hour, but we are. Dig up this guy's lawn a little bit by turning hard. So 120,000 liters of soybeans for like $12.50 per 1,000. So this should be a pretty good payday. Like I said, we still got like another 35,000 liters back at the silo. I am thinking about, because obviously I've been harvesting all this in-game day and transporting grain around with this Peterbilt. Yeah, this Peterbilt, that when we bought it with the smallest engine possible. And I don't want to say struggling with it. I know I've talked about it a few times. It's just, yeah, this doesn't have any get up and go when it's got 120,000 liters behind it. I would like to upgrade it, but it's one of those things I want to upgrade, but I got other things to buy, which is the drill and the seed tanker. So yeah, it's gonna be like 600 grand for those two. I mean, we should have half the money for it. So just having to borrow another $300,000 to buy the other implement, I can deal with that. We'll just borrow from the bank. Because there will be some seeding contracts coming up, and I won't have to lease any equipment to do so, so we'll have the K-Steer, and of course we'll have our own drilling equipment now, unless some fields are going to require different grain types, because, let's see, the other one's the planter, which will do corn and sunflower. I could do soybean with the drill and all the cereal crop as well. Anyways, we're almost at 300 grand. Someone's leaving the store over here. We're almost at 300 grand, but we will be once I grab this other 35,000 liters and go sell that at the store or the Posey Co-op as well. I will meet you up at the silo because I think we're going to go ahead and put down one of those digital displays there. Do I really need it? No. Is it nice to have? Yeah. And it'd be fun to have, I think. It's the fun thing that matters. Okay, so I went to put the digital sign down for the silo, then I realized that's the wrong sign for the silo, and I don't have that mod installed currently, so maybe another time to put that down. Anyways, here's the other 35,000-ish liters of soybean. Yep, Frank is still rolling out there, so he's good. He's going just well. Let's pull into here. Now, I'm not going to buy the seed drill and tanker this episode. Probably the next episode. I'm not going to buy it until we're ready to plant. And we could be planting this same in-game day because we got to still harvest our wheat field. But we're going to hold off on harvesting the wheat field because I need the Deutz-Fire down here with the baler so we can bale the straw. And that straw we are keeping. I'm going through the straw pretty quick back up at the farm now, and yeah, because we're putting straw down for bedding, and of course we're feeding our animals, and we're getting more and more animals. Obviously, with 63 cows in there, they're reproducing a little bit faster. So yeah, we're going through the straw, so definitely need all the straw, and it definitely makes me think of maybe next year, yeah, possibly saving some straw from other contracts. Yeah, someone drove through my field there. I don't know who. But someone drove through my field. I haven't found out who it is yet, but when I do, one of those days when you're just in a rush trying to get things done. Anyways, there's our wheat field. Like I said, that's ready for harvest. We'll be saving the wheat because cereal crop price is not good until early winter, and of course we need the straw. So with that all said and done, I think we collected all the contracts, right? Yeah, don't want to collect that one. So now we got nothing more than baling and cultivating jobs, right? All the harvesting jobs are done. All right, so what we're going to do now is teleport to our Deutz-Fire. Yeah, Frank is now doing some weird angles in this field. Not too sure why, but you know what? If he gets it done, he gets it done. And it looks like 2 headlands is good enough for him to get that done anyways. Here we're at the Deutz-Fire, and if you're wondering where we are on the map, here is where we are. We got field 35 and 34 to do, as well as 36. Looks like 36, I got to go up the road where my combine and truck is, and there's a road that goes up there. To get to these fields here, I wasn't quite sure, but then I saw an opening just north of our field number 30, and you can come up here, and that's where we sit. And I really haven't been up here at all, and I found this. Nice little picnic area here. Some firewood, nice roaring fire. If too bad there weren't some fish in here. Maybe there are some fish in here. I don't see any. But yeah, you could fish from. Oh, it's got like a little beach as well. But what we need to do is, well, I need to get to work because we need the cash. We need the cash. We're up to 336,000 though, which is not bad. It's pretty darn good. Let's bring up the HUD here because it's been a moment since I've done this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to unfold it. And lower it. And now we're going to unfold that one as well. Now we got to remember how to... So if you can see on the mower, the front mower, kind of like where the left PTO shaft is, there's like a little bit of an arrow there and a slider. I want to go ahead and, I believe, close that. And now the same thing on the butterfly mower. There's a little arrow there as well. We want to close that little arrow as well. That should put us into a swath mode. Fingers crossed. The baler is emptied. I emptied out the baler because I had some straw into it. Lower that. We'll turn that on. I don't have access to this land. I beg to differ. I'm not really sure I know where the field actually is. And I don't know what it is about me, but I always got to go clockwise for some reason. So, yep, bear with me. Alright, now we're going ahead and we'll turn on that mower. Turn on that mower. And it's putting it into a swath for us. Just got to be a little bit careful on the corners. Because obviously going around the corners, the baler can't pick it up. So this is where the Deutz bar is going to really shine. Because with the 700 and... whatever, how much horsepower this thing has, we can run the butterfly mower, the front mower, and the baler. And it's all good. So it's not cutting grass there because it must be a field ends there. And field number 34 is right here apparently. So now all I need to do is go ahead and cut this on up. Make lovely little grass bales, and then I have to go on down, grab our baler. Not a baler, sorry, a wrapper. And wrap them on up, and then we got to wait a couple days for them to convert over to silage. This is the first time I've done a baling silage contract with seasons. So, you know, just the base game, you can just go ahead and cut the grass, you know, bale it and wrap it, and the second you wrap it, it's a silage bale. But in seasons, it's going to take, because we're playing with 6-day seasons, it takes 1/3 of a season. It's going to take 2 days to convert over to silage. And also, the reason why we, you know, I'm really doing these jobs, the only reason why I'm doing it because our grass fields as well, I gotta find out where this field line is. Once we get a headland around here, I'll be able to find out. What was I saying? Oh, the reason why we're getting the wrapper is because our grass fields we are going to turn into silage bales. So I was going to get the wrapper anyways. And at first I thought about leasing it. But then I thought, you know what? If I do contracts, I can get my money back on it. So, yeah, it's a little tricky because it's not actually a field that you can see. It's not like you can see the different soil textures in the ground. So I just got to find out where field number 34... Is this field number 34? I don't know, first time we've been up here, like I said, I don't know exactly where the field boundary lines are. So I'm going to get working on this, because we'll be doing this again here sometime soon on our own fields. There we go. Now I found the boundary line. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap these on up, and then we'll head on back on down to the store. And we'll have to get our wrapper, and then wrap up these bales, and the process can start. Once I got the boundaries down to this grass field, I figured I'm just going to do this grass field with you guys. I'll do the other two afterwards. But as I'm mowing the grass, I was just thinking, if you don't have the multi-contracts mod like I have going, where you can take multiple contracts at a time, if you take a baling contract like we're doing here and you're running seasons, and you only can take one contract at a time, it's going to take, for me, 2 days for these bales to convert over to silage. That means you can't do any more contracts for it. So, yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Or is it a possibility that when I wrap these being a contract, are they going to convert right over to silage on their own right away, and I don't have to wait to do the 2 days? Because that would be a pain in the you-know-what, having to wait so many days for a contract to finish because waiting for the silage to turn. Frank apparently is done with contract in field number 17. The other field that we have to cultivate, I'm probably going to do that myself. That's such a small field. That's up by Country View Milling. That feels so small with that cultivator. Probably take me 2 passes and I'll be done. So I'll do that on my own. But in just a moment here, we're going to go down and get the wrapper, and we're going to start wrapping up some of these bales. And then I'm going to refresh contracts and see what comes up, because like I said, a lot of these fields are ready to be reworked. We harvested them all today, and that was the other thing I was thinking of. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've run this whole day starting around 9 o'clock in the morning at real time. So all the contracts I've been doing in between episodes, what you saw last episode and this episode, and all the contracts I've done today, it's all been run real time. So I've been almost 7 hours in this in-game day farming. But no, we've earned a lot of cash here. A lot of cash. And bought some equipment. I didn't have to borrow any more money from the bank. And that is a huge plus. Alright, so one more pass here. Because I'm very interested to see what happens to these bales when I wrap them. Am I going to have to wait 2 days for them to convert? Because if you do, and you don't have the multi-missions contract mod available to you, that really sucks. Let's go turn that off. We'll turn that off. Spit those out. Oh wow, really spit that sucker out. And then we're going to go switch to that and turn that off. And now I need to hop out of the tractor. PTO shaft, thank you. Turn that off. Unhitch. And we are going to take off the mower as well. Hopefully it does the butterfly mower and not the mower in the front. Come on, hoses. Don't do the hoses in the front. How about if I get close and actually look at it? Oh, come on, it's doing the ones in the front. Alright, you know, I don't care. It's just a matter of getting the front ones off. I don't think it has anything to do with it, but I will select the butterfly mower. And now, nope, out of the tractor, wrong buttons. I did the PTO shaft. Okay, I can do the PTO shaft. There we go. Now we got it. I don't know if that's the thing or not, but now it's detached. Alright, down to the store to get the wrapper that we bought a little while ago. Wrap up these bales. I'm just interested to see, because like I said, this is the first time I've done a baling contract, maybe ever. But definitely the first time I've done it with seasons, so I don't know, are they going to convert right away, or we got to wait the 2 days? Make sure we go around the combine, not through the front, because I'm not sure if I would actually fit there nicely. But this is how you get to these grass fields up here. Our field number 30 with our wheat field is right there, and then you just turn left. And then you got a grass field here that's not actually a field, but it is a grass field. Kind of like our grass field was over there, but we made it into a field. Then you just cut right across these little bushes here. Let's go ahead and unfold our baling wrapper. And start the wrapping process. Like I said, this is modified. I think I got the wrapping speed to 3 times as fast as the base game. So this helps out the process a little bit. And this is why I love having a 20,000 liter baler as well, because it cuts down the amount of bales I got to do work on. Alright, while that's wrapping, I'm just curious. Here's my little meter here. So, yeah, if you do a contract with Seasons, and you only had the multi-contracts mod, I'd have to wait 48 hours for this to convert before I can deliver it and then complete the contract. What field is this now that we're in? Just curious. We're in field number 34. And field number 34, I'm 20% done, which means I cut the grass. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. So that would really suck having to wait 2 days before you can take another contract. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that. So I wonder if it counts the process of wrapping. Apparently, I'm not sure where it gets to 20% done, because not only have I cut the grass, we've baled it. Am I bringing these to... Where am I bringing these to? Take the bales to O'Connor Farm. I have not been to the O'Connor Farm. Where's O'Connor Farm? Oh, right there. It's flashing on the screen, if you forgot about that. Where the heck is that? I don't think I've been there. I mean, it's right next to Field 11. I've been by there quite a bit, so... So by the 4th day of summer, we'll have these bales to come pick up and deliver on to O'Connor Farm. It's not really a rush to get them done. I did collect a contract that Frank was working on, cultivating field number 17. So our money is up to $343,000, but like I said, I need 600 grand to buy the seed tanker and the drill. And we'll probably be doing that next episode. Oh, I like the color of these bales. They do show up really nice. If you really want to troll someone, if like on a multiplayer map and you're the one wrapping bales and you got your friend behind you and he's got to pick up the bales, make the wrapping color like dark green or something, or the color of the grass. Like, hey, how did you miss the bale over here? It's like, I didn't see it. I did not see it. So a pretty darn good episode. We bought the Case Steger tractor, 535 horsepower engine in that sucker. We got this wrapper as well, and have not touched the bank loan at all, and I still got $350,000 sitting there. But like I said, that's already spent. I don't really need the drill and tanker for our one field, but I want to buy it now because we're going to have a lot of fields that are going to require some seeding here. I think that's all the bales right there. It's going to be really difficult when FS22 comes out for like the first little bit, because 19's been out for a while. We have all of our favorite mods. You know, you start up a map and it's like, yep, I want this mod, that mod, and that mod for sure. When FS22 comes out, like the very first day, it's like, yeah, all base equipment, isn't it? So we'll detach that. Yeah, you can't turn the engine off without being, you got to be in the tractor to do that. So if I go back to contracts, yeah, it still says 34. Yeah, 34. Field number 34, only 20% done, even after wrapping on them. So we can see, I don't want to collect on this one here because this is where we're leasing the equipment. So this is the other thing I was looking at for contracts. Leasing costs, $2,880. That's where the Case Quad Track and the cultivator. Now, if I were to lease that cultivator outright through the store, cultivators are over here, and scroll on down. It's this one right here, I believe. We go in here. Even if I get it used and lease it, $6,450. And if I use it for more than an hour, it will be additional $2,656 for each additional hour, and also $1,264 for each additional day. So as long as I don't collect on that contract, I can use it for as long as I want. Now, speaking of contracts, we're going to come back in here. And yes, baling, cultivating, I still got field number 26 to do. But let's go ahead and refresh some contracts. Plowing, cultivating, field number 15. We'll accept it because you know what? I'm going to get my money's worth of this cultivator. Harvest field 28. No, I'm not going to try to do that. Weed field number 9. I don't have any weeding equipment. Use your own equipment or lease the 8,000. 8,000 to lease that weeder. I don't think so. And I think that weeder is like 4,500. Cultivate field number 22. We'll accept that. Frank's going to be busy cultivating. Harvest, nope, we're not doing that. Cultivating field number 31. Cultivate field number 6. I saw that. Let's scroll down to the bottom here. Be easier. Plow, plow. Cultivate 18. Yep. Cultivate field number 10. Yeah, let's bring that money in. Bring the money in. Field number 16. Yep. Any cultivating job we got, we're going to take. Cultivate. Yep, we're going to accept that. Bale number 33. Yeah, we're going to accept that. Just accept them all, right? Harvest 27. No, I can't. Well, you know, it may reset itself, but I'm done harvesting other people's fields. So Frank is going to be busy on the bigger fields for cultivating. I'll do the smaller ones. I mean, I'm not going to add up how much we got in the cultivating money. Maybe like 30 grand worth of cultivating jobs ready to do. So in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and finish up these grass fields and wrapping and baling. It's not going to take me too long. Frank will be cultivating, but next episode we're going to be harvesting our own wheat field. The Dude's Farm would be behind it with the baler. I got to keep those straw bales. And then we're going to go buy ourselves our seed tanker and seed drill and replant with soybean. Hang on a second. Double checking here. Soybean I can plant until the 4th day of summer. And if all works out, we'll be able to harvest it hopefully pretty quick. Because I want to replant wheat, barley, or oats. As you can see, we can do that the 1st and 2nd day of winter-ish. Hopefully. That's what we're trying to do anyways. As for our cows, like I said, we're up to 63 cattle, 63 moo cows. Only one male out of the 23 that have been born, which seems really odd. And where was that male here? I just scrolled on past him somewhere. He's up to almost 800 pounds. We'll sell him when he gets up like to 1,200. And everything here is looking pretty good. Hay, silage doesn't matter. I did give him water this morning. Cleanliness, the Ford's been busy, so I haven't been back there to do so. But this is what the main thing is. How much milk do we have? Only 8,000 liters, but I think I sold milk the day before. And weather-wise, yeah, the rain, apparently, originally it did say like 60% rain somewhere. It was like late afternoon-ish, but now it's showing no rain whatsoever now until, looks like the rest of summer, but we know forecasts can change. But yeah, we're all set here with this one grass field, and I got field number 35, 36, and field 33 is way the heck up here. I'll probably do that one last. And then, of course, we got our grass fields of grass field number 1 and this field right here as well to take care of. But I got some cultivating jobs to do, or at least Frank does. So I need to get to work. But anyways, that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in Griffin, Indiana. But until then, have a good one.